Okay, I'm about to run the netTIMS editor jar file, which is a Java application. I'm assuming you've already installed Java. Here it is. I'll bring it into the video window, minimize, and click here to start. Okay, so now you can see the netTIMS editor, and it looks just like a TIMS unit. And so we're going to build the experiment which is shown in this schematic. So after you've decided what experiment you want to build, perhaps you built it on a TIMS system, you plug in the modules in the same way that you will see in figure 2.10, and that is right-click, audio oscillator, right-click, phase shifter, and right-click, adder. This is a simple experiment where we will be adding and subtracting phase-delayed sine waves. Okay, so now that you've placed the modules, the next step is to wire up the modules. This is according to figure 212, and the experiment is something like this. You want a sine wave, click, going to the phase shifter. You want the output of the phase shifter going to the adder, because we're going to be adding that phase shifted signal. As well, we want to take that same signal and add it up here, but with no phase delay. Okay, so that's the experiment. It's a very simple one. It's wired up. So now that you've wired it up, the signal, the experiment on screen, so that it matches the real experiment you're physically wiring up, you now have to tell the system which points you want to look at. So if we go to figure 2.14, first thing we do is we come down here and we say to the program we wish to edit. Select edit. Then we select channel A, and what I'm saying is I want channel A point 1 to be this point. Notice how it says 1. I want channel A point 2 to be the output of the phase shifter. Click. And I want point 3, the third point of channel A, to be the output of the adder, point 3. They're the most interesting signals, so they're the ones I want to look at with channel A, the red channel. Now I want to look at channel B, so I select channel B. Notice there are no selections, and again, on channel B I want to select 1, 2, and 3. Now, they don't have to be 1, 2, 3. They could be other ones, depending on your experiment. But because this is a very simple experiment, we might as well look at all channels, all signals with all channels. That way we can compare them. We can look at 1 on channel A and 2 on channel B, etc. So we have maximum variety. And now the third set of signals that you need to define is the trigger. So we'll select trigger, and we want our trigger to be the digital signal coming out of the audio oscillator, and I only want one trigger, so I select 1. Okay, I've now finished defining the connections of the scope of the netTIMS server to the points in the experiment. Let's look at what we've done. We'll go to show, and we'll look at channel A, 1, 2, 3, that's good, that's what I want. Channel B, 1, 2, 3, that's good. And trigger, only 1 point, that's good. So now we have to save this experiment. So we go up to the top here, we go save this experiment as my downloads folder as simple experiment.tut. TUT for nTeditor. Save. Okay, we're now finished. That's all we need to do with the editor. So we'll close the editor. Have you saved your work? Yes. Close. Okay. So now the next thing to do is to open up the netTIMS unit. So we'll open up netTIMS, bring it across here, netTIMS unit, and we'll go to the administration page, /admin, and we'll log in, admin, demo, password, submit. Okay, and now we are inside the netTIMS admin page, and you can see at the moment we have a different experiment loaded in that box, but you want to change it because you're about to do a different experiment. So you go upload new experiment file, you go choose file, opens the dialog box, you select simple experiment, and then you push open, and that experiment will be loaded into the server and will appear like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like it is in 2.14. And now you're ready to access that experiment remotely. That's all there is to it.